You think strength is about muscles, don't you? About lifting more, running faster, pushing harder? Well, let me tell you something. True strength, the kind that lasts, comes from deep inside. It's not about what's on the outside. It's about what you build when no one's looking. It's about what you do when the world is against you, when every excuse says you're done, but you get up. And that's where strength starts. Self-reliance. Self-reliance is the bedrock of true strength. It's the ability to depend on yourself, to trust your own instincts and decisions, and to know that you have the tools to navigate through life's most difficult situations. In a world that often encourages dependence on others for guidance, approval, or validation, self-reliance teaches you to look inward for strength and answers. It's about taking full responsibility for your life, acknowledging that the choices you make directly impact your outcomes, and not waiting for someone else to come and fix things for you. When you rely on yourself, you stop looking outside for approval, you stop seeking comfort from others, and you stop waiting for the perfect conditions to take action. True self-reliance means that you have confidence in your own abilities, even in the face of uncertainty. It's about trusting that you can solve your problems, no matter how big or small they are, and that you can handle whatever obstacles life throws your way. This doesn't mean you'll always have all the answers, but you develop a mindset that you can figure it out, no matter how tough the situation is. Instead of waiting for a rescue or looking for external support, you become the one who stands firm and finds a way to move forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. Being self-reliant is also about understanding that your value isn't determined by the opinions or actions of others. It's not dependent on the praise of others or how they perceive you. Your worth is something that comes from within, not from external sources. The validation you seek should come from knowing that you are doing the best you can, that you are staying true to your values, and that you're working toward your goals with persistence and dedication. When you rely on yourself, you stop being at the mercy of what others think. You make decisions based on what is best for you, not based on what will please others or fit into their expectations. This internal strength allows you to face challenges head-on because you don't wait for someone to pull you out of the mess. You take ownership of it. You recognize that setbacks are part of the journey and that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and build yourself up. When things get tough, self-reliance isn't about giving up or looking for an easy way out. It's about digging deep, finding resilience in the face of adversity, and getting back up again when you fall. It's not just about enduring the hard times, it's about using those times to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible, to become stronger, wiser, and more capable with every challenge you overcome. Self-reliance also means having the discipline to stick to your values and your commitments, even when no one is watching. It's about being consistent in your actions, taking responsibility for your choices, and being accountable to yourself. It's the ability to make decisions that align with your true goals and values without waiting for someone else to tell you what's right or wrong. The more you build your self-reliance, the less you depend on the opinions of others, and the more you trust your own judgment and capacity to navigate life's journey. Self-reliance doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It's important to recognize that you don't have to isolate yourself or carry every burden on your own. It's about knowing when to ask for help, but never giving up your autonomy. Self-reliance isn't about rejecting support from others. It's about understanding that you can handle the responsibility of your life and that the choices you make are ultimately in your hands. It's about knowing when to seek advice, but never losing sight of the fact that you are the one who must act and move forward. When you truly embrace self-reliance, you take control of your destiny. You stop waiting for things to fall into place, and instead you begin to create your own opportunities. You recognize that the power to change your life lies within you, and you stop looking outside yourself for permission to take action. It's about building confidence, pushing through fear, and taking the lead in your own life. The more you rely on yourself, the stronger you become. Self-reliance is not just about independence, it's about the ability to create a life that is completely your own, to shape your future with your own hands, and to trust that no matter what happens, you have the power within you to overcome, adapt, and rise to any challenge. Embrace challenges. Embracing challenges is about changing your perspective on difficulty and seeing it as an opportunity for growth rather than something to avoid. Challenges are inevitable in life, and how you respond to them determines the trajectory of your progress. Most people view challenges as obstacles, something that stands in the way of their comfort, their plans, or their success. But the strongest individuals understand that challenges are actually essential to their development. Every challenge you face is a test of your character, your perseverance, and your will to keep moving forward. When you embrace challenges, you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as a necessary part of the learning process. The moment you accept challenges as part of your journey, you free yourself from the mindset of avoiding discomfort. You begin to understand that the moments of struggle, of tension, of feeling stretched to your limit are the exact moments that will force you to grow. They force you to tap into reserves of strength and determination you didn't even know you had. Every time you push through a challenge, no matter how difficult, you build mental toughness and you reinforce your belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. Instead of shrinking back from a challenge, embracing it means facing it head on with the full understanding that it may not be easy, but it will be worth it. Challenges test your limits, but they also expand them. They force you to dig deeper, to adapt, to learn, and to evolve in ways that would never happen if everything were smooth and easy. When you tackle challenges instead of avoiding them, you develop resilience. You learn that setbacks are not permanent, but temporary detours on the path to success. This mindset shift helps you view every difficult moment not as a burden, but as an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. When you embrace challenges, you stop relying on comfort zones and you begin to build the mental and emotional muscles that make you unstoppable. You no longer define yourself by how easy your journey is, but by how well you handle adversity. The more challenges you face, the more you realize that you are capable of much more than you initially thought. It's in the hardest moments that you discover who you truly are and what you're capable of. And mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to maintain focus, determination, and resilience, especially when faced with adversity. It's about refusing to be broken by challenges, stress, or pain, and continuing to push forward when everything within you is telling you to quit. Mental toughness is not about being invulnerable or never experiencing doubt or fear. It's about acknowledging those emotions and choosing to act anyway. It's about conditioning your mind to stay in control, to remain steadfast in your goals, even when circumstances are trying to knock you off course. People with mental toughness understand that life is going to throw difficulties their way, and they prepare themselves to handle those challenges with clarity and persistence. At the core of mental toughness is the ability to stay calm and focused under pressure. When faced with difficult situations, mentally tough individuals don't allow panic or uncertainty to take over. Instead, they center themselves, assess the situation, and continue to act with purpose. This doesn't mean they don't feel stress or frustration. It means they have trained themselves to deal with those emotions without letting them derail their progress. Mental toughness is about not letting external factors dictate your actions. It's about controlling your reactions and remaining committed to your objectives, no matter what. It's also about perseverance. Mentally tough individuals don't quit when they hit a wall. They find a way to climb over it, go around it, or break through it. They understand that growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. True growth and strength are built when you're in the middle of a fight, when every step forward feels like a struggle, but you refuse to back down. Mental toughness means having the stamina to keep going when your body and mind are exhausted, when you feel like giving up, but you push through the pain. It's that unwavering resolve to keep going, even when there's no immediate reward or recognition. Mental toughness is also about self-belief. It's knowing that you are capable, even when things look impossible. It's trusting in your own ability to figure things out, to solve problems, and to take the necessary steps toward your goals, even when the path is unclear. Mentally tough people have an unshakable belief that they can handle whatever comes their way, no matter how difficult or overwhelming it seems. They don't doubt their own strength or potential. They have faith in their ability to overcome, adapt, and thrive, no matter the circumstances. Mental toughness means staying disciplined. It's about doing the hard work, even when you don't feel like it. It's about sticking to your plan, even when it's easier to give up or take the easy way out. Mentally tough individuals show up consistently, even when they don't see immediate results. They know that success isn't instant. It's earned through persistent effort and dedication, no matter how long it takes or how hard it gets. This consistency, combined with the ability to push through adversity, creates a powerful force within that allows individuals to achieve things others might think are impossible. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a skill that's honed over time through facing and overcoming challenges, through practicing resilience, and through refusing to back down when things get tough. It requires you to develop a mindset that focuses on solutions rather than problems, on action rather than hesitation, and on strength rather than weakness. The more you cultivate mental toughness, the more you realize that your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It's the force that drives your actions, your determination, and your ability to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to recover quickly from setbacks, and to continue moving forward no matter how difficult the circumstances. It's not about avoiding failure or challenges, but about how you respond to them when they come. Life is full of obstacles, and resilience is the internal strength that allows you to face them without breaking. It's the capacity to stay grounded, to find your balance, and to rise after being knocked down. Resilience doesn't mean that you are unaffected by hardships. It means you have the ability to endure and eventually emerge stronger from those experiences. A resilient person doesn't allow themselves to stay stuck in the pain or the defeat of a setback. Instead, they find a way to move through it. They understand that adversity is temporary and that they have the power to adapt, recover, and keep going. Resilience is about accepting that pain, loss, and disappointment are part of the process, but they don't define your entire journey. What matters is how you pick yourself up after those moments and continue on the path toward your goals. It's about maintaining a sense of hope, determination, and purpose even when things seem impossible. Embracing resilience means not allowing setbacks to dictate your future. It's the realization that every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, and every time you overcome hardship, you become more capable and more prepared for what's ahead. Resilient individuals understand that growth comes from struggle. The more you face difficult situations and learn how to navigate them, the more you strengthen your emotional and mental resilience. This allows you to handle even more significant challenges with confidence because you know you have the tools and the mindset to persevere. Resilience also involves emotional endurance. It's the ability to keep your composure when things aren't going your way, to maintain focus and not be swayed by negative emotions. Resilient people don't let frustration, anger, or disappointment derail their actions. They allow themselves to feel those emotions, but they don't let them control their decisions. Instead, they acknowledge them, learn from them, and use those feelings as fuel to drive them forward. Emotional resilience allows you to stay calm under pressure, to maintain a clear perspective, and to make decisions that are in line with your long-term goals, rather than reacting impulsively to temporary setbacks. Being resilient also requires a certain level of adaptability. When things don't go as planned, a resilient person doesn't cling to the way they thought things should be. Instead, they adjust, they find new paths, and they're willing to explore alternative solutions. Resilience isn't about stubbornly sticking to one course of action in the face of overwhelming opposition. It's about staying flexible, finding creative ways to solve problems, and being willing to change course when necessary without losing sight of your ultimate goal. It's about being resourceful and knowing that you can handle the unexpected. Another key aspect of resilience is perseverance. Resilient people understand that success doesn't come easily or quickly. It's about the long haul. It's about continuing to put in the effort day after day, even when results aren't immediately visible or when the road is rocky. Resilience is the drive to keep going, even when progress feels slow or when the challenges seem insurmountable. It's the ability to maintain effort and motivation, even when it feels like you've been fighting for too long. Resilient people find the strength to keep moving forward, no matter how long it takes, because they understand that consistency over time leads to success. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. It's about taking everything you've learned from hardship and using it to grow and evolve. It's about using your experiences to build a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Resilience allows you to face life's difficulties with a mindset that is focused not just on survival, but on thriving, learning, and continuously improving. It's the foundation that enables you to navigate the ups and downs of life without losing your sense of purpose or direction. Emotional control. Emotional control is the ability to manage and regulate your emotions, especially in situations where it would be easy to let them take over. It's about being aware of your emotions and choosing how to respond, rather than allowing them to dictate your actions. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It means recognizing your emotions, understanding them, and controlling how they influence your behavior. Emotional control is the foundation of self-discipline and allows you to act thoughtfully and strategically, even in high-pressure situations. When you have emotional control, You don't react impulsively to anger, fear, frustration, or stress. Instead of letting these emotions control you, you choose how to express them in a way that aligns with your goals and values. It's not about avoiding emotional reactions, but about creating space between feeling and action. This space allows you to pause, reflect, and decide on the most constructive response. Emotional control doesn't mean that you're indifferent or detached. It means you can experience the full range of human emotions, but still maintain the capacity to think clearly and act rationally. One of the key aspects of emotional control is recognizing the triggers that can set off intense emotional reactions. By understanding what causes certain emotional responses, you can prepare yourself for how to handle them. It allows you to anticipate situations where you might become upset, angry, or overwhelmed and take proactive steps to manage those feelings before they get the best of you. This self-awareness is the first step toward emotional regulation. When you're aware of your emotional triggers, you can take control of your reactions and prevent them from clouding your judgment or leading to decisions you might regret later. Emotional control also involves managing stress. In today's fast-paced, high-pressure world, stress is inevitable, but how you handle it can determine your success and well-being. People who have good emotional control can manage stress without letting it consume them. They know how to stay calm in difficult situations, think through their options, and make decisions based on logic and reason, rather than being driven by panic or anxiety. Emotional control allows you to prevent stress from overwhelming you and keeps you grounded in the face of pressure. Emotional control is about not letting negative emotions dictate your actions. It's about reframing negative thoughts and using them to fuel positive behaviors. For example, instead of allowing frustration to lead to aggression or withdrawal, emotional control helps you channel that energy into productive actions or thoughtful communication. It's also about staying optimistic even when faced with adversity. The ability to regulate negative emotions gives you the mental clarity to focus on solutions rather than getting stuck in the problem. It's important to note that emotional control isn't about repressing or denying your emotions. It's about acknowledging them, understanding where they're coming from, and deciding on the best way to express them. Emotional control allows you to experience your emotions fully, but in a controlled way. It enables you to have difficult conversations, confront challenges head-on, and navigate conflict without letting emotions take the reins. It means being able to stay calm and composed even in moments of high tension, which is crucial in both personal and professional situations. Emotional control strengthens your emotional intelligence. The more you practice it, the better you become at understanding your own emotions and those of others. You begin to recognize how your emotions affect your decisions and how they influence the dynamics in your relationships. Emotional control leads to better self-awareness, better communication, and more constructive responses to challenges. It's not about denying or avoiding emotions, but about managing them in a way that allows you to be your best self, no matter what the situation. Self-worth. Self-worth is the internal belief in your value and significance as a person. It's how you see yourself, not based on external validation, but from an understanding of your inherent worth as an individual. Self-worth is not tied to accomplishments, appearance, or the opinions of others. It's about knowing deep down that you are enough just as you are. People with high self-worth believe that they deserve respect, love, and happiness simply because they exist. It's the foundation of healthy self-esteem and drives the way you carry yourself through life, influencing your decisions, relationships, and how you handle challenges. Self-worth is built on a sense of acceptance and self-compassion. It means understanding that you are not defined by your mistakes, failures, or shortcomings, but rather by your ability to grow and learn from them. It's about forgiving yourself for your imperfections and embracing the process of becoming a better version of yourself without the need for perfection. When you have a strong sense of self-worth, you understand that your value isn't contingent on external success or approval. You don't need to constantly prove yourself to others because your worth isn't something that can be validated by anyone but yourself. At the core of self-worth is the recognition that you are deserving of the same respect and kindness that you give to others. It's easy to treat others with compassion and care, but it's just as important to offer that same level of respect to yourself. Self-worth means not allowing others to define your value or let them treat you in a way that undermines your sense of self. When you know your worth, you set boundaries, stand up for yourself, and walk away from situations that don't honor who you are. You understand that you deserve to be treated with dignity and care, regardless of who you are where you come from, or what you've done. Self-worth also impacts how you navigate relationships. When you believe in your own value, you're less likely to settle for toxic or unfulfilling relationships. You know that you deserve mutual respect, trust, and love. People with strong self-worth are more likely to surround themselves with individuals who uplift and support them, rather than those who drain their energy or belittle their potential. It's not about seeking validation from others. It's about building relationships that reflect your own belief in your value. A strong sense of self-worth allows you to pursue your goals and dreams with confidence because you know that you deserve success, happiness, and fulfillment. When you trust in your own value, you are not afraid to take risks, face challenges, or step outside of your comfort zone. You believe that you are capable of achieving great things, not because of what others say, but because of the unshakable belief you have in your own abilities and potential. Your sense of self-worth helps you stay resilient in the face of adversity, because you know that setbacks do not diminish your value, they are merely part of the journey. Self-worth provides the foundation for a healthy inner dialogue. It means recognizing when you're being overly critical of yourself and challenging those negative thoughts. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt, but when you have a strong sense of self-worth, you don't let those doubts define you. Instead, you focus on what you're capable of, on your strengths, and on the progress you've made. This kind of self-talk reinforces the belief that you are worthy, no matter what challenges or setbacks you face. Self-worth is a key element of mental and emotional well-being. It's the internal compass that guides you through life, helping you make choices that align with your values, your goals, and your needs. It empowers you to live authentically, without the need to constantly seek approval or validation from others. When you know your worth, you walk through life with a sense of purpose, confidence, and a deep understanding that you are enough just as you are. Discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused, committed, and consistent in the pursuit of a goal or task, even when faced with distractions, temptations, or difficulties. It's the inner strength to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, or when the effort required seems overwhelming. Discipline is often mistaken for willpower, but it's much more than that. It's a mindset, a lifestyle, and a skill that is cultivated over time. People with strong discipline have the ability to make choices based on long-term rewards rather than immediate gratification. They understand that success, growth, and achievement are built on consistent effort and sacrifice, even when it feels like there's no immediate payoff. Discipline involves the ability to delay gratification. In a world that is filled with distractions, instant gratification, and temptations, being disciplined means choosing what's important over what's easy. It means saying no to short-term pleasures, distractions, or comfort in favor of focusing on the long-term goals that will bring greater fulfillment and success. This might mean sacrificing free time, fun, or comfort to put in the work now for the benefit of a stronger future. It's about recognizing that success is not an accident. It's the result of choices made daily, consistently, and with intention. Discipline also requires a high degree of self-control. It's about managing your impulses and emotions so they don't dictate your actions. This could involve resisting the urge to procrastinate, pushing through moments of discomfort, or avoiding habits and behaviors that don't align with your goals. People with discipline understand that the key to achieving anything meaningful is doing the work, even when the excitement or motivation fades. It's about showing up every day, even when you're tired, frustrated, or uncertain. Discipline allows you to build momentum over time by turning small, consistent actions into big results. Having discipline also means setting clear goals and sticking to a plan, even when it's tempting to abandon it or take shortcuts. It's easy to get distracted or to want to take the easier path, but discipline is what keeps you on track. It requires an understanding that success doesn't come from one big leap, but from making steady progress over time, no matter how small or insignificant each step may seem. This consistent effort, combined with focus and sacrifice, is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. One of the most important aspects of discipline is the ability to build and maintain routines. Successful people often attribute their success not just to talent or intelligence, but to their ability to develop and stick to productive habits. Discipline allows you to create routines that reinforce your goals and keep you moving forward day after day. Whether it's waking up early, exercising regularly, or setting aside time to work on a project, disciplined individuals understand the power of routine in achieving long-term success. These habits become ingrained in their lifestyle, so they don't have to rely on motivation or external pressure to keep them on track. Discipline involves the willingness to endure discomfort and face challenges without backing down. It means continuing to push forward even when things aren't easy, when you're not seeing immediate results, or when it seems like your efforts are in vain. Discipline is about keeping your eyes on the bigger picture and staying committed to your goals, even when the path is unclear or difficult. It's the ability to endure hardships, overcome setbacks, and continue striving towards success, knowing that the struggle is part of the process. Discipline also teaches the importance of accountability. It's about being honest with yourself and taking responsibility for your actions. When you're disciplined, you don't make excuses for why things didn't go as planned. Instead, you take ownership of your decisions, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach when necessary. This accountability is essential for growth because it forces you to evaluate your choices and make better ones in the future. Discipline is about mastering yourself. It's the ability to control your actions, your thoughts, and your behaviors to align with your values and objectives. Discipline creates the foundation for long-term success because it enables you to stay focused, consistent, and committed no matter what challenges or distractions come your way. It is the difference between those who wish for success and those who actively create it through sustained effort, commitment, and determination. Independence. Independence is the ability to rely on yourself for decisions, actions, and emotional stability. It's about cultivating the strength and confidence to navigate life without being overly dependent on others for validation, direction, or support. Independence isn't just about being self-sufficient in practical matters. It's about having the freedom to think for yourself, make your own choices, and stand by them, even when they are unpopular or misunderstood. It's the ability to trust your instincts and judgment and to not be swayed by external opinions or pressures. Independent individuals are able to maintain their own sense of identity, even when faced with societal expectations or challenging situations. Independence is about self-reliance. It means you have the skills, mindset, and emotional resilience to handle life's challenges without needing someone else to step in and solve your problems. You take responsibility for your life, acknowledging that your actions and decisions shape your outcomes. Independence means not relying on others to fix your problems, give you directions, or manage your emotions. It's about knowing that you have the power to create your own path and to deal with obstacles on your own terms. While collaboration and seeking advice are valuable, independent individuals understand that they must ultimately be the ones to take action and make decisions that align with their values and goals. Independence is also about emotional strength. It's the ability to regulate your own emotions and not let others dictate how you feel or react. Independent people do not rely on others for their emotional well-being. They cultivate the ability to handle their emotions in a way that serves their mental health and stability. This emotional autonomy enables them to stay grounded and focused, even in stressful or challenging times. But they are not overly dependent on relationships or social validation to feel worthy or at peace. Instead, they find comfort and fulfillment within themselves, recognizing that their happiness and sense of purpose come from within, not from external sources. Being independent also means having the courage to stand up for yourself, even when it means going against the crowd. Independent individuals have the confidence to speak their truth and make decisions based on their beliefs, even when others may disagree or try to influence them. They don't need to seek approval or permission from others to move forward with their goals. They trust their own judgment and have the resilience to maintain their course of action, even in the face of criticism or opposition. Independence allows you to live authentically and true to yourself without compromising your values to fit into someone else's expectations. Independence is also about financial self-sufficiency. It means not relying on others for your livelihood or well-being. Financial independence allows you to make decisions based on what is best for you rather than being limited by financial constraints or dependence on others. This aspect of independence often comes with hard work, planning, and sacrifice, but it provides the freedom to live life on your own terms. When you are financially independent, you have the power to choose how you spend your time, where you live, and how you pursue your passions without being bound by the need to please others or follow traditional paths. Independence involves developing the ability to think critically and solve problems on your own. Independent individuals don't wait for others to tell them what to do or to provide solutions. They take initiative, analyze situations, and come up with their own strategies for overcoming obstacles. This ability to think and act independently gives them a sense of empowerment, as they are not waiting for external circumstances to change before taking control of their lives. Independence also requires self-discipline. It's not enough to simply have the ability to make your own decisions. You must also have the discipline to follow through on those decisions. Independent individuals set goals and take responsibility for achieving them without needing others to push them. They don't need constant reminders or external motivation to keep them moving forward. They are self-driven and committed to their own success. Independence means having the freedom to choose your own path in life. It's about making decisions that align with your values, passions, and aspirations, rather than following a predetermined route set by others. This autonomy gives you the opportunity to create a life that is meaningful to you, rather than living according to someone else's expectations or timeline. Independence allows you to explore your potential, take risks, and build a life that reflects your true desires and capabilities. It provides the foundation for a fulfilling, authentic, and self-determined life. Unbreakable focus. Unbreakable focus is the ability to maintain unwavering attention on a task or goal despite distractions, obstacles, or challenges. It's about keeping your mind locked on the present moment and the objectives you set, no matter how many things try to pull you away from your purpose. Unbreakable focus is not about being perfect or never losing concentration. It's about the ability to refocus quickly when distractions arise, to eliminate things that are irrelevant to your mission, and to remain steady in your pursuit, even when the road gets tough. It's the mental toughness to block out the noise of the world around you, to silence doubts, and to push forward with relentless determination. Unbreakable focus is about discipline. It's the commitment to stay on course, to keep your attention fixed on your goal, no matter how many temptations or interruptions come your way. It requires a deep sense of clarity about what you want to achieve and why it matters to you. Without a clear sense of purpose, focus becomes weak and easily shattered. Unbreakable focus is driven by a strong internal motivation and a clear vision, so when external factors try to derail your progress, you can keep moving forward. This level of focus also demands emotional control. You can't let frustration, impatience, or fear of failure pull your attention away from what you're trying to achieve. Emotional turbulence often leads to a scattered mind, making it hard to stay on track. But when you have unbreakable focus, you learn to manage your emotions and not allow them to disrupt your progress. You understand that emotions are temporary and that they don't need to dictate your actions. Instead, you choose to stay grounded, to keep your focus, and to move through difficult situations without losing sight of your end goal. Unbreakable focus also means the ability to prioritize effectively. You have to know what is truly important and what will help you get closer to your goals, and you must be willing to let go of things that are not in alignment with your mission. It's easy to become distracted by the multitude of opportunities and tasks that might come your way, but with unbreakable focus, you learn how to say no to things that are not serving your purpose. You understand that time and energy are finite resources, so you direct them only toward what moves you forward and discard anything that pulls you away from your path. Maintaining unbreakable focus requires a deep level of resilience. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when setbacks and obstacles make it feel like your goal is too far out of reach. But resilience helps you bounce back and continue pushing forward, even when the situation seems impossible. You don't allow challenges to break your concentration or stop you from pursuing your mission. Instead, you use those challenges as fuel to sharpen your focus and drive even harder towards your objective. Unbreakable focus is also rooted in self-awareness. The more you know about yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers, the better you can control your attention and stay focused on what matters most. Self-awareness helps you recognize when you're starting to lose focus, when distractions are creeping in, and when your energy is being drained by unproductive thoughts or actions. It's about being honest with yourself, understanding what is pulling you off track, and making a conscious effort to redirect your energy back to where it belongs. Unbreakable focus is about consistency. It's not just about being focused for short bursts, but being able to maintain that level of concentration over an extended period of time. Success is rarely about a single moment of brilliance. It's about consistent, focused effort over days, months, or even years. This level of focus helps you make steady progress, even when results are not immediately visible. You trust the process, knowing that every bit of focused effort is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Unbreakable focus comes from a place of mental clarity. When your mind is clear, free from clutter, and aligned with your values and vision, you can focus deeply on the task at hand. Mental clarity is the foundation that allows you to shut out distractions, to eliminate confusion, and to direct your full attention to what's most important. With unbreakable focus, you cut through the noise and remain locked in on the most essential actions and decisions, enabling you to make real progress and achieve your goals, no matter the difficulties you face. Empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion are deeply intertwined emotional qualities that enable individuals to connect with others in a meaningful and supportive way. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It goes beyond simply recognizing what someone is going through. It involves putting yourself in their shoes and feeling what they are feeling, even if you've never experienced it yourself. It's the emotional capacity to grasp the depth of another person's struggles, joys, or pain, and to acknowledge their experience as valid and real. When you have empathy, you don't just see someone else's emotions from the outside, you engage with them on a deeper level, allowing you to offer understanding, comfort, or validation. Compassion, on the other hand, is the action that follows empathy. It's not just about feeling for someone, but about taking the step to alleviate their suffering or to support their growth and well-being. Compassion is rooted in a desire to help others, to offer kindness, and to make a positive difference in their lives. When you feel compassion, you don't just acknowledge someone's pain, you are driven to do something about it, whether that's offering a listening ear, providing assistance, or simply offering a word of encouragement. It's the desire to lessen the burden of those around you, even in small, everyday ways. Together, empathy and compassion foster stronger connections between individuals. They create an environment where people feel safe to express themselves and where their emotions and struggles are met with understanding and care. When you are empathetic, you are able to attune yourself to the needs and feelings of others, which creates a foundation of trust and respect. Compassion takes this understanding a step further by motivating you to take action to support others, reinforcing the emotional bond between you and them. These qualities allow for deeper, more authentic relationships as they build mutual respect and a sense of shared humanity. Empathy and compassion also promote emotional intelligence. When you are able to understand the emotions of others and respond with kindness, you develop a greater awareness of how emotions influence behaviors and interactions. This awareness allows you to navigate social situations with more grace and sensitivity, fostering harmony and cooperation. You are able to manage conflicts more effectively as you approach situations with a mindset that seeks to understand and support rather than judge or criticize. But people who embody empathy and compassion are often more effective communicators as they approach conversations with genuine interest in the other person's perspective. These qualities are also essential for personal growth. Practicing empathy helps you become more aware of your own emotions and how they may be influencing your interactions with others. It can open your eyes to the complexities of human experience, encouraging you to be less judgmental and more open-minded. By understanding the emotional landscape of those around you, you develop a broader, more inclusive worldview that allows you to relate to people from all walks of life. Compassion enhances this by nurturing a sense of gratitude and connection, reminding you of the power of kindness and generosity, and the impact that even small acts of care can have on someone's life. Empathy and compassion are also key components of resilience in relationships and communities. When you practice empathy, you are better able to support others through their struggles, providing them with emotional strength and understanding. Compassion allows you to act on that understanding, offering help or emotional support in ways that make a tangible difference. This creates a cycle of support and kindness, where individuals feel empowered to both give and receive care. In environments where empathy and compassion are valued, people are more likely to collaborate, communicate openly, and face challenges together, knowing they have a safety net of emotional support. At a societal level, empathy and compassion can help bridge divides. They encourage people to see beyond their differences and to recognize the shared humanity in others. In times of crisis or division, these qualities remind us that at our core, we all experience pain, joy, hope, and struggle. They inspire collective action where communities come together to support one another, demonstrating solidarity and care in the face of hardship. Whether on a personal or societal scale, empathy and compassion are forces that drive healing, foster unity, and cultivate a sense of interconnectedness among people.